Name one of the things
Everybody I
that
know
you say it was a lie.
scared when
Prove
Biden
one of the
was
things I just said was a lie. Prove
Okay,
it.
listen, I'm a business owner with. Yo,
Do you
51.
support Trump?
I do.
Election held today, Harris versus Trump. Who would you rather vote for? You just swiped out of the app.
Are you there?
Yeah, if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Donald J. Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Because he does all the right things.
Were you the guy just on the stream?
100%. Can we talk like men instead of...
I mean, you crashed out already.
I did not crash out. I just mentioned a few things that I didn't think was bullying. And TikTok just,
So you know what you should do? You know what you should do? You should have some self-control.
I am this time.
Yeah, have some self-control, and we'll chill. We'll have a conversation, and you can explain to me why you support the guy preventing the release of the Epstein files.
Parker, but he has released the Epstein files. Joe Biden didn't release the Epstein files.
No, he hasn't released the Epstein files. There's a Epstein Files Transparency Act where he has to release all of the Epstein files, and it was by a date that's already passed. And that bill needed to be passed in order for them to even release all the files. It didn't pass until 2025. That's when Biden was already not in office.
Yeah, but Biden didn't even try. I mean, come on. He didn't want to expose all his buddies in there. And I don't think Trump has the heart to expose all these guys. I think when it comes down to it...
So, Biden wasn't in the Epstein files, but Trump was, right?
You really don't think he is?
No, Biden's not in the Epstein files. Where is he in the Epstein files?
I think if we truthfully want to admit it, I think all politicians are bad. Everybody's arguing about all these politicians, and they're all
and that's
same.
completely irrelevant to the point you just made. I just made a point that Biden's not in the Epstein files. You said he is in the Epstein files. I said where? You said
I haven't
something
read them all.
random.
Have you read them all? Have you read them all?
You can search.
Oh.
And Biden doesn't show up. So tell me, where does Biden show up?
I don't know. I haven't searched, but I could tell by Biden's character, just what he stands for, that he doesn't have to be in the Epstein files to be.
What about Biden, everybody? That's all it is. Instead of taking accountability for you supporting Trump in despite of these things, you just say, what about Biden? That's your way of deflecting away from all of these things. So how about this? Instead of deflecting to Biden,
it's not
would
really.
you like to specifically address Donald Trump's character, right, for preventing the release of the Epstein files? I literally asked you, talk about Donald Trump preventing the release of the Epstein files, and you said, what about Biden actually, okay? It happens every time, dude.
I don't care about the Epstein files.
Wow. Why? Why not? You don't care about the survivors getting justice?
Because it's just
You just cut out.
I mean, bro, there are so many things that we don't know, and people are just. There
So
are so many
wait,
things
by the
we
way,
don't know. It's just
do
a
you have the
distraction
conspiracy
to get
theorist,
people
flat
to,
earther, say he doesn't care about the Epstein
decide-
files?
Well, I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I
go
bet
by
two,
reality.
I bet 2 years
if I
ago
was
you would
talking
have
for
cared.
5
Actually,
minutes-
I bet 2 years ago you would have cared. Before Trump was implicated.
I could convince you that the Earth is flat.
No, you can't.
Okay.
So can you instead of
I can,
trying to
100%.
pivot to say
Listen,
that
I
the
have
Earth
so
is
many
flat?
proofs.
I've already proved you wrong by saying that the sun sets, and you said no, the sun
not trying to
doesn't
pivot.
set. You denied objective reality. That's like saying the sky's not blue
Well,
during
how do
the
you know
day.
it sits, Parker?
What?
How do you know it sits?
How do I know what?
You're funny, man.
How do I know it sets? Again,
do you know the
we
sun
experience it, and also after it sets, you can go up to the top of a skyscraper, watch it set again. You can send up a drone into the air, elevate it into the air, and then you can watch it set again. That wouldn't be possible if it was going so far out of distance that you can't see it anymore.
Right. Really?
Yeah.
So what you do is when you go home, try putting a quarter on a table, and go eye level with the table. Put the quarter further and further away from you, and you won't be able to see the quarter once it's halfway past.
It gets
the center of
smaller
the table.
to your field of view, though.
Because the further something is the way away, it gets smaller and smaller, right?
Yeah, it gets smaller and smaller, but that doesn't happen to the sun. That doesn't happen to the sun, though. The sun doesn't get smaller and fade out of your field of view. The sun gets blocked by the horizon.
The horizon that's 2.8 miles away.
You're not answering any of these questions. You have your preloaded arguments. Okay, explain why it gets blocked by the horizon. That makes no sense under your worldview. Your worldview, it would only make sense for it to get smaller insofar as you can't see it anymore. It doesn't get smaller. It stays the same size, and it gets blocked by the horizon because we live on a spherical Earth, okay? We don't live on a pancake. We live on a spherical Earth.
So tell me where we're traveling at 600.
Hey, dude, I honestly, at this point, I don't care to hear your feelings. At this point, I don't care to hear any more of your feelings, right? These are the facts. We do not live on a pancake. We live on a bleat spheroid, okay? That's a fact. Okay, why is everything around us spherical, but not us?
They claim, 600,000 miles.
Hey, buddy, why is everything around us spherical, but not us?
How did the Earth get created?
Why are we a pancake and everything around us is spherical?
How did the Earth get created?
The planetary and star evolution.
Why is
the Big Bang.
Pool table flat, but all the balls are round?
What?
Why are the pool table flat? Is the pool table flat, but the balls are round?
The pool table would be the universe then.
Why is your room flat, but all the light bulbs in the roof round?
That made no sense. I'm saying all the other planets.
Why is your floor flat,
buddy, I'm saying all the other planets.
Who has been on another planet?
No one's been on another planet, but we have a rover on Mars.
Nobody.
We have a rover on Mars. We have satellites in space. We have imaging of the Earth.
Stop saying we because we no, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Listen, Parker, if you get a
hey, dude, I don't know why you want to keep talking about this. You're just going to keep denying reality. Can we move back to why you support Trump? Because you're going to bring up every conspiracy in the book to defend why you believe the Earth is flat, which is bullshit.
I support Trump because he has Republican beliefs.
Yeah, and those are.
He don't like the LGBTQ.
Okay, what's wrong with being gay?
He's deporting the illegals.
What's wrong with being gay?
He believes in God.
What's wrong with being gay? And so does Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris believes in God.
For safety.
What?
So Republican people believe in safety, health, prosper.
That's why you voted for a convicted criminal that's an adjudicated rapist?
It's all the left people.
You believe in safety, so you vote for a convicted criminal?
Listen,
over a former prosecutor?
Lefties don't like family. Most lefties have
is that why you voted for the guy that cheated on every single one of his wives?
That's the truth.
Is that why you voted for the guy that cheated on every single one of his wives?
Listen, you know, I'm not saying it's right, but we don't know that's true. But 90% of men do this.
Then why do you pay hush money to Stormy Daniels?
So you're saying Joe Biden never cheated?
There's no evidence of that.
So Joe Biden never cheated?
No evidence of that.
He might have paid hush money just to keep it out of the media.
Well, then that would have been information that we would have seen. That's why Trump tried to falsify those business records so that we wouldn't see those payments.
So you have never done anything wrong in life. I mean, you're just squeaky
clean.
I
have never cheated on a partner. No.
How do we know that? You could be lying.
There's no evidence. There's no evidence for it, buddy. You have no reason to believe it.
Parker, not everything has evidence.
Yeah, so that means you shouldn't believe it until you have evidence.
Maybe you're just very good at lying and hiding.
Maybe you just don't have any evidence and you believe things based upon your feelings because you're a flat earther.
That you're fooling everybody.
I'm not fooling anyone. You're the fool.
I haven't looked into it.
Hey, you've already been fooled.
If I looked into it.
You've already been fooled by Trump. You've already been fooled by the flat earth movement. Okay, you are a fool yourself.
Why?
You are, by definition, a fool. Like, if I were to think of a fool in my head, I would think of you.
And I know under Trump that my business runs a lot better. My business runs better under Trump, and so does yours. Ain't that a joke?
So did you know that business...
You make more money under Trump.
Did you know business in general runs better under Biden? Actually, GDP growth was better. Real GDP growth, real median wage growth was better when Biden was in office as opposed to Trump right now. We had lower unemployment. We had better job growth. We had better real domestic manufacturing investment. We had lower inflation. We had better economic conditions across the board under Biden's administration. So if you actually want to look at the overall trends in the economy, who's better for everyone in the economy? Actually, Democrats. Trump has been worse off practically to everyone. You know, literally basically every metric of the economy is worse off. Well, tell me what was wrong. Name one of the things that you say it was a lie. Prove one of the things I just said was a lie. Prove it.
Listen, I'm a business owner with 400 employees. I
can't believe that 400 people's lives depend on you. That's crazy.
Listen, I'm a construction guy, so I don't got to be that intelligent. I'm a rough and tough construction guy. We don't have that many brains, but we have common sense. We know how to make things work.
You don't have common sense, sir.
You're too confused. You're too smart. You're too intelligent.
How can you do construction while thinking... Dude, you literally can't construct certain things. For example, you couldn't build a bridge. You couldn't do construction for a bridge because you don't believe in curvature.
Yes.
You couldn't even make a bridge without it breaking because you don't believe in curvature.
They don't account for curvature.
They do. With bridges that are long enough, with bridges that are large enough, they do account for it. Yes, they do. They have to.
No.
Yes, they do.
Listen.
You don't know
Once
anything
my
about
buddy's
architecture
dad was-
then.
his dad
How
was
do you
the
not know
engineer
anything
for
about
the
architecture
bridge.
as someone who works in construction, claiming that you know so much about construction, that you were so successful?
I construct every day. You construct? What have
Do
you
do you work
constructed?
do you work
A
with
latte?
architects, sir? Do you work
What
with
have you
architects?
constructed? A latte?
Do you work with architects?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
I'm a contractor for 35 years.
and have you ever built a bridge?
I'm a contractor for 35 years.
Have you ever built a bridge?
Since I was 18 years old.
Have you ever built a bridge?
Never built a bridge, but I build roads, and
Okay, well.
roads are longer than bridges.
Okay, and well, I mean,
Roads are longer than
you just
bridges.
place the road on the ground, so it's like there's not really much to address as much for
We
the
have to
building of the
account-
structure of a bridge.
Parker, check it out. We have
For
to
example.
account for water drainage.
Okay,
We have to account for water drainage. We
course.
do roads that are 7 or 8, 10 miles long. We don't account for curvature
okay.
on water drainage. Why is that?
Because you just place it on the ground. You don't just make it flat everywhere. It's placed on the ground,
But
bro.
the water still has to drain, right?
Yeah, but
oh,
you-
make a. Oh, you just
Wait,
said
wait,
it. Make it
wait. Are
flat.
you saying that there aren't divots
Make
in
it
the
flat.
ground? The divots in the ground are going to make it harder for you to identify the difference in curvature. The reason why there's a difference for a bridge versus specifically a road is because a road will go with the groves, whereas a bridge does not go with the groves. That's what you're not understanding. That's a basic difference.
That just didn't make sense right there.
Do you know what a grove is? Like in the
A bridge. Listen, a bridge. I can build it any way I want. So check it out, Parker. I don't have to follow the curvature of the earth to build a bridge. I can do anything I want with the bridge.
You do. Like if you build a
because
big enough
it's
bridge.
not attached. Actually, it doesn't follow the curve of the earth. I
meant to say grooves, not
You
groves,
don't.
by the way. Groves,
You
yeah,
don't.
that's what I meant. I meant to say grooves.
can make
yeah.
one side higher, one side lower. I don't have to.
You do.
So what if a mountainside is higher on the north side, but it's lower on the south side? I don't have to follow the water evenly.
Okay, well, I mean, you
I
can
don't
just
have to
say
be
that
the
you don't
same
think
distance.
that, but like
So
I just want to let you
therefore, I
know,
can make it
if you
any
talk to
pitch
an
I want.
architect who does deal with this, you will absolutely need to take that
Yeah.
into consideration. If you don't take into consideration, then it inevitably will lead to like these bridges
Then what?
literally just being destroyed.
What will happen?
The bridges won't work
How is it gonna be destroyed?
because it will
Really?
literally the
Why they
foundation
won't work?
breaks. The foundation breaks.
Why? Because it's not level?
Well, it's because it's not accounting for curvature.
Oh my goodness!
I just
Accounting
told
for
you. I just told
curvature?
you, and I
Why
mean,
does
you
something
said
have to
you're
account for
you said
curvature?
you do construction. This is embarrassing, bro. I can't believe you're doing this, bro. You know, architects probably
you
just
think
know to
that-
stay.
you think everything
Architects
accounts for
probably just
curvature.
know
What
to
about
stay
a
away
power
from people
line?
like you.
What about a power line? Does a power line follow the curvature? How come that doesn't
Okay,
get
how
destroyed?
about this? Can we go back to why
Does
you
a jet
support Trump?
airplane follow the curvature?
Can we go back to why you
Does a
support
jet
Trump?
airplane? Does a jet airplane follow the curvature?
Yes, I'm pretty sure
Why?
they have to account for
you don't have an answer.
curvature.
You're dumbfounded. Go back to school, buddy. I know about common sense things. You know about arguing over people, and stats, statistics, and maybes. You don't know about real life, Parker. You're still a young kid, man. And guess what? When you get older, you're gonna change your whole view because you're young right now and you want to please everybody. You want to be liked. You want to be, the status quo. You want to be popular. But once you get older, buddy, and you got a family, and you have to make decisions that are actually gonna better off your life, or if the wrong decision will actually worsen your life, you're gonna become smarter, a smarter man. So you're not a man right now. You will become more intelligent later on. You'll have more common sense. I understand. When I was young, I was just like you. I
So
wanted to do
I'm not a man as a 24-year-old, sir.
I used to be a Democrat when I was young too, because
Sir, I'm 24 years old. You think
you're
I'm not a
bro.
man?
Listen, 24 years old man. So you're
I'm
saying men
24
from the
years old. You don't
50s
think I'm a
were
man?
not stronger than men of today?
No, can you answer my question? I'm a 24-year-old. You don't think I'm a man?
The generation before me was stronger.
Hey, dude, I'm asking a basic
No,
question.
you're not.
Do you
Because
think
your
so?
mentality.
When will I be defined as a man? At what year?
Oh, you're not. Your mentality is not.
My mentality. So is it because I'm not Republican?
Your mentality is not.
So you think liberal men are not
No,
men?
it's because I think that kids have an easier life these days. I think kids have an easier life these days, so they're not forced to grow up as much. See, right now you're
So
sitting
because
in
I
an
wasn't
office just
forced to
talking on the
grow up as
internet.
much.
You
So
know,
yeah,
kids back in the
I can admit I had an easy life. I
Right.
won't deny that. What's the point? Well, how is that
Listen,
an argument to say I'm
I
not an
admit that
adult?
I admit that I'm softer than my dad.
What's your argument? What makes that me? What makes me not a man for that?
You don't have any responsibilities right now. What is
I
your
don't
biggest
have
responsibility?
responsibilities. What, dude? I run
No.
I run a business. I'm
responsibility to come on here
self-employed.
and argue
I
with
pay
people?
for my own place. I take care of all my own bills. What
Who
do you
do
mean
you
I don't
take
have any
care of, Parker?
responsibilities?
How
I have
many
just
kids
as
you
many
got? You have a
responsibilities
wife?
as a typical person who doesn't have kids yet. I have a girlfriend.
Right. So listen, just mark my words. Yeah, and that's great. God bless you. But listen, when you get older and you have a family to take care of, you're going to think much different.
No, I
because your
won't.
decisions are going to affect other people.
Yeah, I think
right now
my
you're doing
my
whatever
my
you want to
positions
do,
are gonna
and it
my
doesn't hurt
positions are gonna be
anybody.
very similar to what they are right now when I have kids. I promise you that.
No, they're not. A lot of people change, man, because
I'm not saying I won't change, but I'm
yeah,
just saying
because
I'm gonna
you'll
have
see how
I
it'll affect
already
your
have the
life, and affect
baseline
your
for my
kids, affect your
views. Like
family.
I've already done a lot of the
Right.
research and looking into these things. Okay, you say I'm gonna be Republican in the future. What
Anyway,
reason
I
do you
gotta
have to
go,
believe
man.
that?
No, I'm not saying you're gonna be Republican. I'm not. Listen, that doesn't matter, bro. Listen, those two words, Republican and Democrat, I think those are so stupid. Listen, that's making people pick a side. That causes division. It makes people
Yeah,
pick a side.
every position
It
is
doesn't make
picking a
sense
side,
because
genius.
Republicans have Democrat views.
Every position is picking a side.
Really?
What?
Oh, okay.
I pick the position of truth.
Right.
I guess you
So
pick
you pick good
you
or
pick
evil?
the position of being wrong.
Okay, so you pick good or evil? You say
Good.
you don't
You
believe
pick
in God,
evil.
right? So you don't believe in God.
I don't believe in God. No.
That's terrible, Parker. You need to go research God. Like, see how you research
I have.
Trump and all these politics?
Can you
That
tell me?
doesn't matter
Can
in
I ask
life.
you a question, sir? Can you
Go
tell me
research God.
Can you tell me the first 4 books of the New Testament?
Parker, how does listen, what does that have to do with me believing in God?
I'm just asking. What are the first 4 books of the New Testament?
So I have to read the manual?
Yeah, it's your own book,
Did
bro.
you read the manual on your Prius? When you
Hey,
get in your Prius every day,
you see
listen,
how he
no,
just he
but when
goes
you
to
get in your
insults?
Prius every day, did you
I
read
asked
the
him
manual?
I asked you what the gospel is. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Okay, you didn't know them. Okay, I know more about your religion than you know about it. So stop telling me to look into your religion,
How do you know?
right? Because I need to like find God or
How
something
do
when
you
I
know
know
what
more
it
about
is
your
if you
religion
don't
than
believe
you,
in
bro.
God? So
What's up? Read your own
how do
Bible.
you know what it is if you don't believe in God?
I used to. I grew up in a religious household. I
How do
used
you
to
know
go to
what the
church
first 4
twice a
books
week
are
as
if
a
you don't believe
kid.
in God?
I can prove Christianity false right now if you'd like me to.
I mean, listen, Christianity, that's just a construct that's made up for people to feel good about themselves. I don't claim Christianity,
You're
Catholic.
not
I don't
Christian?
claim none of that because it's all just doctrine that.
Weren't you
Yes,
arguing
yes,
to push
because
that on people earlier?
that's just it's no, it's not Christianity. It's believing in God. There's a difference.
Okay,
Following
well,
God, believing in God, trusting in God, knowing that Jesus died on the cross. That's not all Christianity. So
wait. Do you think that Jesus rose from the dead?
anyway,
Sir,
100% he did.
Okay, so if you believe he rose from the dead, that means you're Christian, bruv. What? What?
No, listen,
Dude, this
means
guy, bro.
Christ-like.
This guy, bro.
Christian means Christ-like.
Okay, so you think no one's
I am
Christian
not
because no one's
Christ-like. I'm a
Christ-like?
follower of Jesus, but I'm not Christ-like.
A follower of Jesus means you're
Well,
Christian.
that's a big argument I have. It does? That's just a
Yes.
title. But are you really Christian? Are you really Christ-like? That's a title.
Under your view, no one's Christian then.
Title.
Whatever, you're a Jesus follower, okay? The point is that I don't think that there's any evidence of resurrection. I happen to disagree with you on that, and I believe that there are logical contradictions with the existence of a notion of a perfect God. I understand wanting to gravitate to something to feel like you have the
Maybe you're looking
explanation
in the
for
wrong
things,
places.
or because it feels good and it's comfortable. That makes sense to me. But I think inevitably speaking, it should be something that we're forcing upon other people in society.
Right.
If you want to apply it to your life, that's fine. But don't force that upon other people. We believe in separation of church and state. We shouldn't be enforcing these sort of religious norms on people, especially when there's no grounding within reality.
But you're forcing LGBTQ on everybody. We have to accept that.
We're not forcing
be
being
accepted-
LGBTQ plus on
acceptable
people.
of that.
We're just saying that you shouldn't be bullying people
You
who
know
are
the
part of the
Giants
LGBTQ plus
pitchers,
community for
you heard
no
about the
reason. You
Giants
shouldn't be
pitcher,
stigmatizing
pitcher?
them for no reason, and that they should be accepted as everyone else is.
So you heard about the Giants pitcher that is getting fined, right? They're getting suspended because they wouldn't wear the Pride uniform.
Are you
Right?
saying from their own? They're not
So-
obligated to do that. They can choose not to do
So-
that,
but-
and it's that you're saying they're getting
Right,
fined.
But they're getting punished.
Who are they
for
getting
it.
fined by?
But they're getting punished for it. There is no Christian that ever punished somebody for not believing in God. But
Okay, well that is a private business and how a private
LGBTQ
business operates. That's not a federal government. And also, there are plenty of Christians that do that. If you don't align specifically with your Christian worldview, then you're going to be treated that way.
No,
but yeah, you're right. A lot of
nobody ever
Christians,
fined anybody.
but yeah, there are a lot of Christians out there that don't do that, and I love those Christians for not doing that, right? And the same thing could be
Right.
applicable outside of those contexts.
Well, tell me
right?
one time that a Christian finds somebody for not representing God,
Find
or not
someone
wearing
for
a
not-
certain clothing article, or a certain color, or a cross. I mean, has somebody ever been fined because of that, or threatened? or
Yes.
forced. I mean, nobody
Yes, yes,
ever.
yes.
No,
Conservative
they
men
haven't.
threaten women all the time, specifically who wear clothing that they want to
No, man.
wear because they think it's too quote
Listen,
unquote promiscuous for those women to wear those clothing, right? So, like, let's just be very
no,
clear.
man.
There's a
I'm
lot of
saying,
history, specifically of just
listen,
that, even in the modern era, let
you're
alone a
changing the
bunch of
subject now.
historical
It's a pivot.
examples I can provide.
Nobody has ever been threatened, fined, or punished
Wait, people,
for not
wait,
wearing.
you don't think people are threatened for wearing clothing that is not,
No, not
that,
listen. They didn't want to represent the LGBT, so they're getting fined and punished for that.
That's
Name one time
again,
that a Christian
it's
did
an
that.
MLB and private business, and again, I never have even seen this. Where's your source for this actually
The
first?
San Francisco Giants. San Francisco Giants on Pride
Okay.
Night. They wouldn't wear a. They put a scripture on the rainbow hat instead of
So is it
instead
because
of
of the scripture or is it because of the pride hat?
because of the scripture. They put a scripture on the
So
pride
it's
hat,
because of
and
the
they got
scripture.
fined and
It's
punished.
not because of the pride. Oh, ooh, that's unfortunate.
What? All right, all right, but I gotta go.
Ooh. Oof, he just ran. Okay, let's go on to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Alrighty, let's get this next person up here. Dude, we've had some crazy debates today. Jennifer, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that guy was crazy, right? Kat, thank you so much for the $2 as well. Thank you very much. The ignorance is very deep with that one. Tina, thank you so much for the $25 twice. Thank you so much. They said the Earth's curvature is a genuine factor in civil engineering, but whether it counts for a bridge is entirely dependent on its size. That's very true. Very true. As well as, yes, roads under construction absolutely count towards the curvature count towards the curvature of the Earth, just like any large scale infrastructure project. Highway engineers must account for the Earth's curvature. And maybe it's like the specific like roads that he's making then, because like there's no way he can go 30 years without doing that. That's crazy. Like he must have had huge problems with the things that he made then, is what I would think. Because like my thought was originally like, okay, the difference probably would be is like if there's like a bridge created for a road, or if it's like a highway, something like that, then you have to account for it. But like with other types of roads, like especially like roads that aren't highways, like you might not have to account for it in the same type of way.